Hello everyone, and welcome to Cloud One Software's deep dive into cybersecurity best practices. I'm Professor Kenneth Ora Melie, and today we're going to explore the fundamentals of the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, CMMC, specifically focusing on Level 1 and its self-assessment process. Whether you're a contractor handling federal contract information or simply interested in modern cybersecurity frameworks, you're in the right place. Let's begin with an overview. CMMC, or the Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification, is a unified cybersecurity standard introduced for companies working with the Department of Defense. Level 1 is all about ensuring basic safeguarding of federal contract information as specified by FAR Clause 52.204-21. In this level, the focus is on establishing fundamental controls that protect sensitive data. The goal? To make sure that only authorized users, processes, or devices can access your systems, and that you have procedures in place to prevent any inadvertent exposure of sensitive information. An essential part of CMMC Level 1 is the annual self-assessment. This process involves evaluating your entire enterprise network or even a specific enclave where FCI is processed, stored, or transmitted against a set of predefined practices. A couple of key points to remember. Self-assessment scope. You need to define which assets are in scope. These are the systems that process, store, or transmit FCI. Documentation of compliance. A senior company official must affirm your compliance via the Supplier Performance Risk System, third-party assistance. You can perform this assessment internally or engage a third-party consultant. However, using outside help still constitutes a self-assessment and does not equate to formal certification. Before diving into the technical practices, it's crucial to get familiar with some key CMMC terms. Asset, anything valuable to your organization, such as devices, systems, or even personnel. Component, a discrete technology asset that forms a building block of your system. Information system, a set of resources organized to collect, process, store, or share information. Monitor, continually checking or observing system performance against defined parameters. Now, regarding the assessment itself, there are three core methods: examine, review, and analyze documents, configurations, and records. Interview, engage with personnel responsible for various cybersecurity functions. Test, run demonstrations to confirm that processes and mechanisms are working as expected. Each practice in the CMMC framework is evaluated using these methods. The result of your self-assessment will yield one of three findings for each practice: met, not met, or not applicable. CMMC Level 1 covers several domains that ensure you're safeguarding FCI from all angles. Let's review the main ones briefly. Access control is fundamental. Some key practices include AC L1 3.1.1, authorized access control. Ensure that only authorized users, processes, and devices access your systems. For example, maintain a list of approved personnel and enforce controls so that only those on the list can log in or connect. AC L1 3.1.2, transaction and function control. Limit access to only the transactions and functions that users need to perform their jobs. Imagine a system where someone from accounting can't accidentally access development tools. AC L1 3.1.20, external connections. Monitor and control any external system connections, such as those from cloud services or personally owned devices, ensuring that they meet your security requirements. AC L1 3.1.22, control public information, implement processes to prevent any federal contract information from being published on public platforms. Next up is identification and authentication. Here we focus on verifying identities before granting system access. Two critical practices are IA, L1 3.5.1, identification. Assign unique identifiers to each user, process, or device. Think of it as giving each person a unique user ID. IA, L1 3.5.2, authentication. Verify these identities through mechanisms such as passwords, certificates, or tokens. For instance, if a device is shipped with default credentials like admin, it's crucial to change these immediately to something unique. Media protection ensures that any media, digital or physical, that contains FCI is handled securely. MP, Level 1, 3.8.3, media disposal. This practice requires that you sanitize or destroy media before disposal. Whether it's a hard drive or a stack of paper documents, make sure no sensitive data is recoverable. Physical protection is about limiting access to your facilities and devices. Consider these key practices: PE, Level 1, 3.10.1, limit physical access. Only authorized personnel should access areas where FCI is processed. PE, Level 1, 3.10.3, escort visitors. Ensure that all visitors are accompanied and their movements monitored. PE, Level 1, 3.10.4, physical access logs. Maintain logs to track who enters and exits your secure areas. PE, Level 1, 3.10.5, manage physical access. Keep an up-to-date inventory of physical access devices like keys, badges, or card readers. This domain focuses on protecting data as it moves within and beyond your organization. Practices include SC, Level 1, 3.13.1, boundary protection. Monitor and control data at the boundaries of your network using firewalls, gateways, or secure tunnels. SC, Level 1, 3.13.5, public access system separation. Separate publicly accessible systems from your internal networks. This is often achieved through the creation of DMZs or demilitarized zones to protect sensitive information. Finally, system and information integrity deals with keeping your systems free from flaws and malicious code. Key practices include SI, L1 3.14.1, flaw remediation. Define timelines for identifying, reporting, and correcting system vulnerabilities. SI, L1 3.14.2, malicious code protection. Deploy mechanisms like antivirus and anti-malware tools to safeguard against malicious code. SI, L1 3.14.4, update malicious code protection. Regularly update these tools to address emerging threats. SI, L1 3.14.5, system and file scanning. Conduct periodic and real-time scans of your systems to detect and quarantine threats. To summarize, CMMC Level 1 isn't just a checklist, it's an integrated approach to safeguarding your organization's sensitive information. Here are a few best practices. Document everything. Keep detailed records of all policies, procedures, and evidence of compliance. Regular training. Ensure your team is up to date on access controls, physical security, and incident response. Continuous monitoring. Implement systems that continuously monitor your network boundaries, system integrity, and update protection mechanisms. Remember, the goal is to establish a trusted environment where each control, from access and authentication to media and physical protection, is verified using the methods of examining, interviewing, and testing. Thank you for joining me on this comprehensive walkthrough of the CMMC Level 1 Self-Assessment Guide. As you can see, understanding and implementing these practices is essential for any contractor working with federal contract information. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on our latest cybersecurity tutorials. If you have any questions or need further clarification, leave a comment below. I'd love to help. I'm Professor Kenneth Ora Melie, and I look forward to guiding you further on your cybersecurity journey. Stay safe and see you in the next video. Scene 3, outro. On screen, contact information, social media links, and additional resource links, including SPRS website and NIST publications. Visual, on screen, environmental text.